Some strange sounds are described by listeners like trumpets or horns, almost musical in quality.
Welcome back to Conversation Unknown Podcast. This is episode 17, live on YouTube right now. If you don't catch us, you'll catch us on the edited version. Take some time, hit the like button, subscribe, share. All the links are going to be in the description. So you can go to those people's pages, go check out their channel, hit the like button, and give them a little love too. But I guess in a little bit, some of us got sick and we had a blizzard. So what else are you doing, boys?
Well, you know, just getting back into the saddle, basically. Yeah. How are you guys feeling? You gotten sick at all?
I did.
You did? You're not contagious? I got over my contagion.
No, man. Like, I feel like it's the gift that keeps on giving, though.
Yeah.
Because I was like congested, had a little bit of trouble breathing, super tired, hot and cold flashes, like skin felt weird. And then yesterday, started getting like the sneezes, but they're like just a dry, like almost like a dry tickle. Maybe it's a cold in the weather or whatever, but like I don't feel sick.
Nice.
Still holding out strong. Yeah, these guys were trying to take me down last week. We were supposed to record and yeah, I don't know, man. I was like, maybe we just hold off a little bit. But
You
anyway,
can sit closer, or you want me to snuggle up next to you?
you know
we can all
this.
scooch over.
All right, yeah. We also want to say, we're almost at 100 subscriber mark, guys.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna have that special episode ready soon. It's like a personal content, some all personal stories, all exclusive stuff. It's gonna be dope. Yeah. So we're at, like, I think at last check we're at 86. So yeah, definitely sub up if you haven't.
Please, we definitely appreciate it.
Oh, dude, yeah. I think we all have a few things to share for sure.
Yeah.
Think of the stories that we should have from back in the day, but it's all a bit fuzzy.
Yeah.
Gotta dig through the crates for those.
I think YouTube wouldn't favor those stories as much as the other ones we got planned. So.
Right.
Well, we got some pretty crazy guests coming up soon too. They got stories. But anyway, so shall we kick this off, gentlemen?
Yeah, let's go. Let's get into
All
it.
right, this first one we got here is going to be, well, I'm going to go on a little bit of a runner. You guys all know one of my favorite subjects, good old flat earth theory here. So without further ado,
is flat and there's a dome over it?
Yes,
Can you prove this?
absolutely. Think about this. Why did almost every ancient civilization describe a flat earth under a dome, or what they called the firmament? Egyptians, Hebrews, and even secret societies like the Freemasons show the same thing in their symbols. Look at the Bible. Genesis says, God made the firmament and divided the waters above from the waters below. Now, here's the wild part. If you zoom in on stars with a powerful camera, like a Nikon P900, they don't look like distant balls of fire. They shimmer, like they're underwater. Does that sound like outer space to you, or water above the dome? And let's talk about the North Star. If we were spinning and flying through space at crazy speeds, the stars should be moving randomly, but they don't. They rotate in perfect circles around the North Star, as if everything out there is turning while we stay still. Now, why would they hide this from us? It's simple. Control. If you knew the truth, that Earth is flat and surrounded by a dome, you'd start questioning everything. The elites want us believing in endless space to keep us chasing distractions. It's easier to control people when they don't know their place in the world. The truth? It's been right there in ancient texts and symbols all along. They've hidden it in plain sight, and we've just been too busy to notice.
thoughts, gentlemen?
Damn. Well, the shimmering stars, that's just the way that cameras work. I think that's, and I've seen the effect, definitely, you know, where like you zoom in on it and it's kind of like this glowing, like sort of like shimmery.
Looks like a water.
Yeah. There's like ripples to it and stuff.
Like
But
if
I
you
think
had a
that's-
light underwater and you were looking at it. Right.
Right, exactly, yes. But I think that's just how the light's being caught by the camera, and I think there's different kinds of cameras that you can use to change that, or different settings too. Like you can, point a camera right at the sun, get a similar thing. But then if you fuck with the like the f-stop or aperture, any of those camera settings,
you actually make it look like a ball of gas.
You can, yes.
A ball of gas.
Yeah. Or the other stuff. I mean, I do agree with the, you know, there's plenty of things that the government wants to distract us on, you know?
Yeah, well, here's kind of the way I look at it. I don't deny that they want to hide stuff from us and keep us on this endless wonder to keep us distracted. I mean, look at every time something crazy's happening in the government, all of a sudden there's this random news story of like, oh, the P. Diddy or the Epstein or whatever. And I'm not saying that those aren't things to be taken care of or whatever, but like there's always something that just coincidentally pops up right when there's this other really weird shit going on that like the public should know about. And whether they take that and use that to their advantage or they plan it, I don't know. But to the point of this, all stars are a sun, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we know that the sun reflects off of planets, but there should be a shimmer because it's a ball of fire.
Yeah, it's big ball, well, ball of plasma, but it's a big fucking burning thing in the sky, for sure.
I don't know. I don't believe it. I think it's a bunch of lights.
Well, I'll tell
like shining through the big old firmament up there. Kind of like there's water or something.
To counter that, there's a lot of really interesting things that we've observed. It's not always just single balls of light, like one star equals one ball. There's pictures that we've taken with the James Webb Telescope that are so far out that you start to get blue shift and red shift, which is what happens when light travels a really long way. And then also there's photos of a single star that appears 3 times because it's light being bent around a galaxy, basically. Oh yeah. So it's basically it's just an effect, and that is just a physics thing that's really hard to explain with the whole firmament. And it's just the firmament doesn't take that into account, but we observe it, and we have things like the James Webb Telescope that are doing that. So I don't know. I'm still team globe.
I mean, those are definitely really good points. And like, I know that they say that space is a void and that there should be nothing out there, but we know there's other objects and like asteroids and meteors and things that could obstruct that, or even be crossing past the light to make it like flicker, or like could be like an asteroid belt. You know, I don't know. I mean, it's a really long distance.
All right, gentlemen, all valid good points. On to the next. Let's keep rocking with this flat earth thing here.
All right.
Thoughts, gentlemen?
Scale of the earth, it's huge, and that applies to stuff like drops of water. But when you have something as big as the earth, it's a diameter of 24,000 miles, you can't use the same physics that you observe at small scale. You just can't. It's not like a one-to-one apples to apples sort of thing. So yeah, as far as the
you just can't. Or you were told you just can't.
No, we can observe that we can't because we can see how the Earth works. That's my take on it.
Question.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen like the first actual pictures of the globe that they put out back in the day? The first spacewalk.
Beautiful.
With the guy hanging on a string and a fucking vacuum hose and all that shit.
Iconic. Beautiful.
Who took the pictures? Like,
the astronauts.
And why'd they leave the camera behind? Like,
when they left the moon, right?
And here's my other question: is like when they're talking to like from the spaceship to NASA, there's like this delay, right? Mm-hmm. It's the same as if like you and me were talking on a walkie-talkie, or if you were talking to anybody on a cell phone, like you can hear like that delay if they have you on speaker or something. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So like, why back when this happened were they able to like have this live instant communication? Like
You're talking about
the original moon landing in like 69.
yeah.
And like, why was this like something that everybody was able to watch on TV and stuff? But like nowadays, we have this like huge delay in it. And then if once you answer that, I do have something back about the water.
What do you got, Ben?
So it's not instant. It's however long it takes. And I don't know if it's just radio waves that you're using or some sort of a light, but let's assume that it travels at the speed of light. You know, let's assume that it travels at the speed of light, and I think it takes light, I don't know, a couple of seconds maybe to get from Earth to the moon. So it would be instant. But you know, even when we're working with our vehicles on Mars, it takes minutes for light to get from Earth there. So if they've got a rover, they have to send the message, you know, a few minutes in the past.
But hold up. The question was why could he do it back then with like instant?
No, it wasn't. It was never instant. It's just that's it could have you know, it could have been close to live, but like however long it takes the signal to travel from the moon to the receiving station at, say, NASA, and then take them to broadcast it. So it's just time in transit, basically.
Okay, well, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't people watch this live on TV?
They could have, but it would have just been, if you watch a live stream, basically, like, they're not actually live streams, and that's so they have like a 5-second delay, 30-second delay.
I get that. But the responses between them were like they were having a conversation like we are.
Sure, it would have been a few seconds delay, probably. I mean, I guess I haven't really listened to it.
Was it though?
I imagine it's however long it takes to shine a light from here to the moon. That would be the gap. That would be like the thing. So it might have been a second or two, but I doubt they were having a conversation as responsive as you and I are right now. Maybe.
I'm gonna defer. I'm gonna just give you the benefit of the doubt on this. But when I've watched like the videos, I've been like, how are they pinging back and forth that quick?
It could be also the videos could be edited to shorten that. You know, I'm not sure exactly if it was raw footage. But yeah,
they have like the recordings and stuff, and it sounds like they're like talking like you and I are.
It might be. I mean, light travels fast, so it could just be.
Maybe it's just perception. You know, maybe it's just the way I'm hearing it.
It could. I'd like to listen to them though.
Yeah.
We should probably get that up one of these days.
I agree.
For sure, add it to the list.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I was gonna say I want to circle back to the water thing though that we originally talked about. You know. You were talking about the scale of the Earth and how then the oceans and stuff curve around it because of the globe model. And Tony's talking about the water should just be like a flat plane. But I think of it then when I scale it down to like something smaller, like for instance, when you see a drop of water on a leaf, it's curved.
It's got the surface tension or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like...
because water at small scale behaves differently than water like an ocean scale,
right? Because
you don't see that surface tension at like the scale of an ocean. Only when you have little drops of water. That's just one of the properties of water. But yeah, water when you have it spread out over an ocean, it's, I mean, as flat as it can be with respect to gravity. It looks flat.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking about it. Like, is that water drop being because it's so small, the gravity has like a stronger pull because it's a lot. The gravity of the Earth is so strong, but it's such a minute, like, little thing.
So,
or is it like? Am I thinking of it oppositely?
I think that's just a property of water. You could take other liquids, like mercury does it too, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a physicist.
Well, I do know that like particles will bond.
Yeah.
So maybe that's just the explanation. I'm overthinking it.
You can do that in space with cold fusing or cold welding. Have you ever heard of that?
Cold welding
in space?
It's really difficult to weld anything cold. You can weld colder, But it's gonna be a piece of shit weld and possibly break anytime, any day in the future.
So what happens in space when they're in the vacuum of space, when there's no air to get between things?
Vacuum.
If you take if you take two pieces of metal that are the same metal, put them together in contact, they'll fuse themselves together without any heat in space. Yeah, cold welding.
What?
Yeah, it's just, so they have to have specialized tools with specialized coating. But if you take two unfinished metal surfaces, put them together, they'll freeze together.
I think you just made that shit up, man.
Nope.
You just made that shit up.
Oh, I am a welder. This is the first time I heard of that shit.
Yeah, don't worry, your job is safe. Your job is safe.
Leave a comment, guys. Let us tell us what you think. We want to hear from all y'all. I mean, this is like a 50-50 like to the population subject, man. I just want to hear the debates. I want to hear the facts, the non-facts. I want to see people get in a ring and fucking start boxing.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
So,
Freaking total WWE, like, freaking, what do they call that? Royal Rumble or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Flat Earthers versus the globe.
all right, on to the next.
The Earth is a spinning globe. Why can't NASA just zoom in and show us people driving upside down in Australia? NASA claims to have thousands of satellites orbiting the planet, capturing endless data and imagery. If that's true, shouldn't it be the easiest thing in the world to show us what life looks like on the bottom of the globe? Picture it, cars zooming along upside down, or surfers riding waves that are apparently hanging beneath the Earth. But we never see that perspective. Why not? With all the technology they boast about, where's the live footage of this so-called upside-down world? Here's the alternative explanation that makes more sense. The Earth isn't a spinning ball at all. Instead, it's flat and stationary. That would explain why the horizon always looks perfectly flat, no matter how high you go. It also explains why airplanes maintain a level flight path without dipping their noses to account for a curve. Everything we observe aligns far better with a flat Earth than the spinning globe story we've been told. And it doesn't stop there. Have you ever looked closely at NASA's space footage? There are documented instances where astronauts appear to manipulate camera angles.
Okay. I'm gonna say this is one that kind of got me, because of the location and the positioning of the satellites with cameras and stuff. I don't really have an answer for that. I'm gonna be honest. Like this one, I'm gonna give this one to you, but
That's right.
the flight pattern thing sounds just ridiculous to me. Because of gravity, even if you're keeping the plane at a level flying field, because of gravity, it's like I said in a past episode, if we tied a string like around a yo-yo and we had like a toy plane to it, as we moved around the yo-yo, it's gonna stay at the same length all the way around.
Okay.
As it goes around, and that's because of gravity. So the plane doesn't have to tip down to account for the curvature of the Earth, because once it reaches a cruising altitude and like a cruising speed, that gravity's going to do the work for it.
Right. Yeah,
Come on, look at the fucking facts, guys. Come on. You just keep trying to convince yourself of this bullshit that you've been taught in school. Come on.
Well, hey, man, I threw you the satellite photo, man. Like, that one to me doesn't make sense at all.
I'll take that.
To me,
respect, homie.
I'm like, yo, really, it should be upside down.
So the satellite thing, it's important to note that the satellites aren't flying around Earth at that distance. They're only 250 to 500 miles up, which is it's the distance between here to Chicago. You know, it's not like that. That's like as far away as the moon is. Well, maybe the moon's further than that. Yeah. But that's way further.
Speaking of that, you know, I did see an actual what the Earth is the size of it's supposed to be, and the picture that I got from the moon to the Earth, and what it's supposed to look like from the moon to the Earth, with what all you globe turds like. I'm just kidding. I love you guys. I love all you globies. Globies. I love my globies. Anyway, if you look at a comparison from the moon to the Earth with the picture that they took when they went to the moon, yeah, dude, it's a huge. Like the Earth is supposed to be way bigger, dude.
So the only fact I know about that is that the moon is 250,000 miles away from the Earth, which is a long way. So it's, I don't know, but I see what you're saying. I don't know. I'd have to see. Also, with photography, the type of lenses that they're using make a huge difference. It's crazy.
Now it's the fucking lenses.
Well, no, that's you have to factor that in, because even
I mean, you could flip the image.
well, yeah, no, even with like photography, if they're just taking a picture of a person, the size and type of the lens matters. You can see like more of the side of a person's face, for example, because it's bending light. So yeah, that all matters. But it's just like to think about this. If you take your phone, you point it at the moon, you take a picture. Does that picture look bigger or smaller than what you see with your naked eye? Probably smaller. Like you have to zoom it in. It's hard to get like the same perspective that you get from your eye from your phone, and then the same applies if you're on the moon looking back. So I don't know. I'm on the fence about that.
We gotta look that up. If any of you guys out there listening or watching, you look that up. Check out the comparison from the moon to the Earth to what they say the diameter is, compared to the shot that they took when they were on the moon.
So let me ask you this. So we all know, about how we rotate around the sun. So there's only a light, a certain part of. Hold on, hear me, because I'm about to throw you fucking. Shot here, man.
You better. All you do is spit facts over here, son.
All right.
By the time I get some credit,
I'm about to throw you something. So every picture of Earth from the moon that we've seen is as much of it as we've ever seen. We only see like half of the Earth because of what's being lit up, and then the rest of it's dark, right?
Right.
Just in the flat Earth theory, what if the Earth is flat but it's slightly tilted? Instead of being like straight up and down, but it's like.
What do you think, Ben?
Ooh, I haven't wrapped my head around that one before.
You know what
that's
I'm
a good
saying?
one.
Like it just kind of came to me, and I'm not saying one way or the other. I'm just saying like to give a little credence to what my boy's talking about.
Oh, thank you.
No, I still say it's globe.
I still feel the same way too, but just throwing ideas out there. I'm just asking questions.
For sure. All right, let's move on to the next.
Cool.
All right, here we go. Well, now this is changing.
After seeing that, do you guys remember right before or like shortly after we started doing this show, I was at work on my lunch break and I sent you fools a video. I was like, look,
Not this again.
I got the fucking camera right here. Look, there's the moon, there's the sun, there's the moon, and there's the sun. That is why. Not because it's like a fucking, like, what is it, rotation annually, on a schedule, like the moon was out partying too hard last night, he can't shut her down type shit.
We've been over this. And the moon revolves around the Earth.
I hear you guys, I just don't want to.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. I just say I forget a lot of shit.
The Earth rotates as it moves around the sun. The moon is tidally locked and it moves around the Earth. And they're not, even though it's like we're taught when we're kids that there's the sunrise and the sunset, the night and the morning, and you associate the moon with the night and the sun with the morning. They're not attached to each other. They're just not. It's just different. And there are times where you can see the moon during the day, and that's just the way the world works.
The only thing that just blows my mind is just like, okay, so it's daylight right now. and opposite end of the planet, China, let's say, it's nighttime there. I can see the moon. Or they're like, where'd the moon go? There's no moon. I mean, I just, come on, guys, come on. Come on, let's have common sense.
No,
let's get fucking logical here. I mean, jeez. When are you guys gonna come on over?
Okay. I can touch on this a little bit. All right. One, I think it's videos like this that get your mind locked onto the sun and the moon are like
the psyop.
Well, no. It's like, so when you look at like a little diagram or like a little experiment like this, it's basically showing that the moon and the sun are spinning in tandem, and that's not the case. So like even this example here, it doesn't really explain it. Well, yeah. it's fake. It's not how it works.
Representation.
Really?
But the moon. What? So the moon, when, like you were saying, it's tidally locked in it, and it orbits the Earth while the Earth is spinning, rotating around the sun. But the moon has a cycle of 28 and like a third, or 28 and a half days. And like, you can talk to women about this. Sometimes their periods even sync up with moon cycles.
Yeah.
Oh, and dude, I know that if a group, my girl works at, wherever she works at, she worked at a vet place, and then she works at another place right now, I'm not gonna say, but all the women that work there, they worked there for a while, some boom shit, right? They all sync up at the same time.
Boom. Same time.
You know what these chicks call it? You know what they call it?
What?
Shark Week.
So basically where I was going with that is that, so because of the cycle, and depending on where it is in the cycle, is going to depend on how big and how high you see the moon in the sky. So even though we can see it during the daylight, doesn't mean that China can't see it at all. It might just be lower in the cycle over there.
Oh, come on, dude. Like, we're on this side of the planet. No, this circle down on the bottom. I can see it up here. How on the flying fuck can they see it down there?
Let's see.
Atmosphere.
I don't think that they're. Let's see. If you drill the hole straight through from where we are, would you land in China? Or would it be like...
it's like the cartoons. You go right upside down. Right?
You know what's interesting? If you actually drill the hole through the center of the Earth, assuming it's a globe, think about it. If you jumped in, would you jump and fall all the way through? Or if you would, because gravity is always pulling you to the center. So would you jump in and then just... What would happen when you got to the center because of gravity? I think you'd flip. You'd go all the way through, you'd come out the other side, and then if you didn't hit the wall, you'd come back, and then eventually you would just sort of, if there's no glowing, molten hot core, you would just sort of sit in the middle and just be stuck there.
Oh, shit! That just thinking about that as you were explaining, like, it hurt my head to think about it. Like, oh really? How would that have happened?
I was literally thinking about just ping-ponging back and forth for like eternity. But here's the thing though, like he said, the moon is really, really far away, but because we have an atmosphere, that actually also kind of mimics like a lens. So it kind of curves light and the visual.
Yeah, you gotta factor all this stuff in.
There's a lot of fucking like a lens, like all the bubble lenses used to take pictures of the Earth.
TAZL, it's a firmament, man. Like that's why they can see it.
We want to hear you, the viewer, has to say about this, because we need to know. Because we're gonna sit here bicker back and forth like some fucking little schoolgirls about it, but we need to know what y'all are thinking. So leave some comments.
Save us. Right, man, this is like wearing campaign clothes to a election, man. You can't just go to the voting booth wearing your colors, man.
All right,
man.
You're trying to turn them against us, bro.
Do what I want, son.
Have building the army over here in the comment section.
Yeah.
All right, we've got. Your mom's watching. Hey, we've got Putzer.
Mom.
Putzer and Mom. Nice. Putzer says, I was told there'd be punch and pie. Same effect as the weather. Going live on Super Bowl Sunday like a boss. Hell yeah, true that. Or your mom says, true that, hormones.
My mom does?
Yeah, she's watching.
What is the username?
Lori Chambers Dangle.
Yep. Thanks, Mom.
What up, man?
Oh,
That's a fake ass globe right there. If it were a globe, This is what it would look like if
He can't get away from the globe.
if every country just like fuck it and just started smashing buttons. This is what it would look like. It's like a 3D.
Wait. Before we do this, do you have a flat Earth model version of this same effect?
Fuck out of here. Play the fucking video.
What do we got here? Ooh.
So, yeah.
Damn.
If shit were to hit the fan, that'd be about it.
To keep in mind about that, have you ever seen the Iron Dome in Egypt?
Yo.
Israel.
It's in
Israel, yeah.
Dude, we've got similar things in America, I believe. Maybe even more complex.
I heard Trump, he's actually building a
laser.
He wants an iron. Like, who's that other president? The Star Wars. He called it the Star Wars.
I think it's Star Wars, right?
Star Wars something. It was like the Iron Dome, but for nuclear missiles with lasers. That's what he wanted to build. I guess Trump's trying to capitalize on that again and actually make that a reality.
Yeah, lasers, dude, big bullets. I'd like to think that if we had the Iron Dome, it would at least bring down some of those. You know, I want to think.
Dude, a couple of them squeaked through. We're fucked.
I know.
It don't matter.
But I feel like the Midwest is like, it's gonna be like lower on the like South Dakota, probably the lowest on the totem pole.
Right by us, bro.
Oh, for sure, dude. If anybody's got a chance in the United States, it's us. But let me give you a little pointer to all you guys out there, just in case. I'm a prepper. I'm ready for whatever the fuck, whenever the fuck. Bring it. Let's go. Potassium iodide pills. If you're ever worried about a nuclear holocaust and you do not happen to get caught in the blast, and then you're in the radiation fallout area, you get these pills. They're called potassium iodide, and what they do is they're thyroid blockers so that the radiation poison can't enter your body and make your dick fall off or whatever else. And yeah, dude, like I got enough of my family, friends and shit. They say you just take them until you can get out of the point of radiation, which you should have a Geiger counter to measure that, which I also have.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't fuck around, man.
Yeah, please keep in mind, folks, that this is not legal nor medical advice that we're giving here.
Right.
These are just
true
things that we heard about.
I mean, my shit ain't falling off.
Right.
No, that's legit though. And if you've ever seen Chernobyl, they do that. There's like nuclear physicists that are like, we need those tablets.
Yeah, for sure.
Potassium iodide.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing about lasers, though.
Yeah, what you got?
Why haven't we moved away from ammunition and just come up with straight up ray guns? Because think about this. How crazy would it be to get shot, blasted through the chest, and not even bleed?
Right, because it gets cauterized instantly.
Right? You just
Maybe that's why. Maybe it would be too not lethal. I mean, if you get shot through the head, but like if you get shot through like the stomach, it just steals itself with heat.
cut somebody in half.
So hollow points are more deadly,
I used to play this game back in the day. It's a PC game, and they used to have this place. It was called the Computing Zone.
Oh, PC Game Exchange?
When I was a lot younger, and I got into playing Quake. I don't know if you guys play
that shit yesterday.
No, Quake. I still play that shit. Fuck yeah. But Quake, and then there's Quake 3 Arena. They have like these crazy guns. And there's this one gun called a BMF. The big motherfucking gun.
Yeah, I remember playing
And
Quake.
it's like if they had lasers, I would want the BMF of fucking laser guns, dude. One that just straight. There's also I'm not gonna just cauterize a hole in you. I'm gonna slice you right in half.
It's like one of those things, where you have you seen the videos of those laser machines that just take rust off like pipes and shit?
Oh yeah, that shit's cool.
A coin. Yeah, I get one of those, but long range. Crazy.
Cool. Obviously, there's been a transition. We try to stay away from politics, but I just want to know in the comments and what you guys think. What do you say to his ass?
Oh,
What do you say to him?
Let's see.
Bedroom Trump.
Now, watch.
Dude, he's got super villain vibes.
I know, man.
All right. So this is what I got when he says to the look on his face after whatever he said to him, and then he walks up. His mom goes, "Try to be nice." That's what she said to him. He goes, "Okay, mom." And then he gives that look back like, "Motherfucker." You know what I think he said? You forgot to pardon yourself.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the exact same thing.
Or something like, "It's on."
Damn.
So he's like,
Right.
"You're fucked."
Man, how tall is he? Because Biden's tall, isn't
He's
he?
like
He's 6'7".
Yeah,
Is he
that's
6'7"?
crazy.
6'7" or 6'8".
That's
He's a
crazy. I've seen the
fucking
pictures.
giant.
Yeah. I've seen some photoshopped ones where they make him a giant compared to Trump.
I'm actually glad that you brought that video because I got a Baron Trump video for coming up.
Oh, nice.
Dude, like, I want to know the comments. Drop. What do they call that?
Get a lip reader out there.
What do they call that?
Lip reading.
No, man, like,
All transcript.
put whatever the fuck you guys think he said
Yeah,
in his ear in the comments.
Oh, like a vote. You should put a vote.
Like everything, like just
See this?
go all out. Let's get to the next one. I got one clip left here.
Yeah, your mom said she's gonna go watch the Super Bowl. She's
What?
out.
You're not my real mom. You're not my real mom. I know I was adopted.
Let me unmute this one. This is the one, right?
Yeah, okay, this one right here is just in the past couple videos that I've shown. We had the drone thing going on. We had all, the orbs and shit. And then I showed a couple clips of how our weapons are useless. This one right here is a really good one because it kind of just shows, again, yeah, good try. Those are the missiles.
That's tough. That's tough to track.
Blows both of the missiles up and gone.
Man.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that's some Top Gun stuff right there.
Dude, the speed that thing took off. You see how slow the missiles took to get to it, and all of a sudden it was like, shoo, gone.
Man, what are we gonna do?
I don't know, man. Get your potassium iodide pills and fucking your Bible and get right with God. That's all it is. So,
This year is weird already, man.
Yeah. Oh, we're off to a hell of a
January
start.
feel like a lifetime.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
I tell
Just
you
getting
what,
started.
if I get the chance to meet an alien, I'm gonna be like, bro, you hungry? I'm gonna show you what a beer brat is. Come on, I'm gonna cook you some food. Just like extend my hand out.
Straight Wisconsin on them. He's like,
Bro, you want a beer, bro?
want a beer rod or no, man?
Kills them like.
Yeah, dude, we get a fucking quarter barrel, lift his legs up, do a keg stand. This is how we do it in Wisconsin. You know what I mean?
Either become like instant enemies or instant friends. Yeah, one way or the other, we're going.
We're either gonna be high fiving or fucking shooting at each other.
How do they pee though with no genitals?
Oh, that's
They're-
because
they
they
have
don't
cloaca.
have any genitals. They've been they're soulless, dude. They're copies of copies of copies. All the ones that we see are, remember?
Oh, yeah, the clones or something.
But I was like,
Video you sent, dude.
yeah, but I was wondering, like, if you did get them drunk,
Yeah.
are they gonna pee?
Where's it gonna go?
Gotta break the seal.
It'll instantly be turned into energy or something. I don't know.
You start sweating it out. You know?
Right. They have mouths, but no. Nothing. Yeah, interesting.
Just puking all over the place. Give me your keys. Give me your keys.
They give you the keys of the spaceship. Here you go. Dude. I'll be right back. I'm gonna park this for you.
We're taping off your fingerprints right now, buddy. You ain't going nowhere. Well, this isn't new, but I think a lot of people forget and I think it's really relevant to what's going on right now. So
Okay.
Check this out. This one is wild. This is Hillary Clinton in like 2008, and Hillary Clinton saying some wild MAGA type
If
shit.
they committed a crime, deport them. No questions asked. They're gone.
She's a Republican.
If they've been working and are law-abiding, we should say, here are the conditions for you staying. You have to pay a stiff fine because you came here illegally. You have to pay back taxes. And you have to try to learn English. And you have to wait in line.
You have to wait in line. You have to wait in line. And everybody's more MAGA than Trump.
And then
it's
you couldn't
all
believe that.
illusion.
Yeah, it's flip-flopping, right?
Right.
It's, you know, you heard the crowd erupt after she said that. That's why they say it, you know, because they know.
Yeah, just trying
they
to
know
get
their audience.
elected.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Hillary. That's what they call it.
The hit list on the Clinton hit list.
Dude,
The body list, I should say. It's a body list.
Yeah, y'all want to go down a rabbit hole? What's that? Frazzle
up the
drip?
Clinton
Look
body
up
list.
frazzle drip.
Well, you can't be. I'm under the belief that, like, you know, even if one of us were elected president, you know, like, we've got the best intentions,
It
but
would
like,
be awesome.
we're gonna, dude, yeah. But after 4 years, we're gonna have blood on our hands. We're gonna have so much blood on our hands. You know, it's just part of the job, I think. But yeah, you know, it's
Still be awesome.
and just to give some, I don't know, context. Trump was the same way back in the 80s. He was a Democrat, kind of, you know, and that's a known thing too. So it's not uncommon for these politicians to just sort of play to whoever they feel is the most powerful.
All the time. They all just say what everybody wants to hear.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
that's the name of the
I
game.
thought it was pretty comical.
Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
damn, that's literally what, like, everybody that wanted her to win
Yes.
was, like, against. And, like, she was spitting that shit.
Like, how many
8 years
times?
before she ran?
How many times do you guys hear people say, "Who'd you vote for?" And people's answer would be, "Lesser of the two evils."
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, that's- I don't know.
So here's a good one. This is the I'm glad you had a Barron Trump clip. This is something I heard about a while
Dude's a
back.
gangster.
But this is crazy, dude. This is actually crazy. You gotta watch this and tell me if you heard about it.
The thing with Barron Trump. Have you heard that?
Oh,
crazy
yeah,
thing? Like,
that's
what's
nuts,
that?
too.
That's wild.
Find that one. That one's nuts too. That one's completely bizarre.
There's a series of books from, like, I think it's the late 1800s or something.
Yeah.
About, yes, it's 1900 here, but it's like a person named Barron Trump goes on these adventures, gets a guy from Manhattan to be his, like, guide. It's very strange and very similar to, like, what.
See if you can find what the
find out.
synopsis,
Yeah.
like what connects it to Barron Trump. It seems real weird.
It's called The Last President.
The Last President.
Yo,
That's kind of crazy. Because if shit hits the fan and the aliens land, he is the last president. An 1889 novel called Barron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey was written by Ingersoll Lockwood. He would go on to write another book called The Last President in 1900. This mystery which involves the Trump family, Nikola Tesla, time travel, and dark forces.
wow.
Dun, dun, dun.
The Castle Trump.
So follows the adventures of a young aristocrat named Barron Trump living in a castle named Castle Trump, which is fucking crazy. The character is described as intelligent, curious, and somewhat arrogant, guided by his mentor, Dawn. Barron embarks on fantastical journeys, including one to discover a magical portal in Russia.
Yo,
Wow.
dude, think about how that lines up.
Well, they're saying that Barron is going to be, he's lined up to be the next president, you know, in the future when he's of age. They're saying that he's groomed for it, right?
Y'all know
Look how
about,
he
like,
carries himself.
He looks like a supervillain.
you guys know about, like, Nikola Tesla when he got taken out, all his shit he had left over, all the boxes of inventions. Who came and swooped them up from the CIA?
3-letter
John
organization.
Trump. Donald Trump's uncle. Whoa.
Really? Oh, shit.
Donald Trump's uncle got, I think, like a little less than half of all of Tesla's inventions, and there's like 16 boxes of like all his most important shit. John Trump.
Mostly
like,
sex
Donald
toys.
Trump's
just
uncle.
full on crates, dude. Like, patents and inventions and wild shit. But dude, I'm gonna steer this a little bit to the Christianity side of things. Just what if like all these people, most people that voted for Trump,
Your mom be so happy.
very much religious Christian. They lean that way, you know. They get Trump in. He's setting up the building blocks for what he wants the people to precede him, or what do you mean, follow him, or whatever it will be. And then you got Barron here, like you said, he looks like a supervillain. This kid's a freaking
Antichrist.
giant. He's a giant. He's got like this. I don't even know if I want to call it swagger. It's just like this.
Dude,
the way he moves, the way he moves is like, fuck with me. I dare you. You know? And like, so think about this. The last president, and then biblical terms, the Antichrist. What if Barron Trump, Antichrist? I'm not saying he is.
The Vatican.
But what if
We
he
only
was?
got one picture left for a pope. It's all lining up.
Really? Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
They had them all. Yeah,
we talked about
that's
that.
right.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
So the
What if-
timing.
Check this out though.
Oh
What
shit.
if? What if, while Trump was in office, put in an executive order that changed the age limit where you have to be a president? And Barron actually was.
I mean, I wouldn't take it off the table, you know.
I mean,
He's already done a lot of shit
What
so
better
far.
way to secure our way of living and everything he changes with? I mean, is that possible? Can you change? Can you be the president and just do an executive or anything? I don't know.
No.
I think it has to pass through Congress or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. We have to. The checks and balances. You can't just do whatever.
Yeah.
Well, Biden just did what the fuck ever. He didn't give a shit about no checks and balances.
No,
right?
everything went through. That's how it's set up. We have the three branches of government. The executive branch, which is where the president is under. They have to get things approval by Congress and shit.
Benny, I got a question for you then. So these checks and balances, before Biden left office, before his stupid ass didn't pardon himself. I'm sorry, I shouldn't even say. He's a good guy. No, fuck him. Anyway, he pre-pardoned people before he left office. Is that a thing?
Yeah. Well,
Can you pardon somebody before they've ever been accused of a crime or convicted or anything like that? Because you're pretty much giving them a get out of jail
immunity.
free card, or it's saying like the fucker's guilty. I mean, he's got something coming, so we're gonna pardon him anyway. So which says what? That he's guilty. Ain't it?
It was in anticipation of the.
Okay, that's what they said, or that's what.
No, I'm pretty sure it was done in anticipation of some blowback.
So we know that's coming, so we're gonna go ahead and take care of it right now.
Yeah, it was a strategic.
It's kind of like
That's
kind of like immunity,
because threats were made, I think. So so it was justified. I'm pretty
okay,
sure.
so you say this is coming, then I'm gonna take care of that. Now, I mean, what is that? Isn't that not breaking the rules a bit? I mean, maybe it's a fine line. I don't know.
No, well, I mean, I guess I kind of look at it like this. Like, it's kind of like in a sense of an immunity. It's like if you, let's say, cooperate with the law, like the DA or whoever can grant you immunity for even though you broke the law, we're going to just, that you can't be charged with any of these crimes because you helped us with this or whatever role you played, they can grant you immunity. And it's kind of like a preemptive pardon is almost like granting immunity. Like you may or may not have been charged with this, but we're going to make sure you don't.
Right. Yep.
Cool.
Ooh.
Brought you something.
Oh shit.
Who's this? What did I say?
I always like to throw one over to you, man.
Man, that's my dude right there.
Right,
This
so-
guy right here. This guy right there. It's my dudes.
I have been told by a man who worked for the Defense Intelligence Agency for 23 years that the National Science Foundation of the United States has scientists that are meeting and collaborating with extraterrestrials in Antarctica in this deep underground installation, something that one of the military people said to me. The walls had hieroglyphs, but the walls did not join with the ceiling. He said, we can only conclude that we are dealing with technology that is neutralizing gravity. Advanced beings could deliberately have isolated Antarctica under deep ice and snow like a partition from the rest of the world as a terraforming strategy to cohabit on Earth while ensuring that the alien base at the South Pole would be hidden.
Damn, dude, fucking, I like it. I like it.
I thought you'd like that one.
I appreciate that, man.
What do you think about that, man?
I like it. I like the idea that it's fucking. It makes it kind of fits, you know, just because Antarctica is such a mystery, right?
For sure.
I really like it when people throw wild theories out there that could maybe, and it's just like really out there. Just make you look at things in a whole different perspective.
Yeah,
So-
it's cool to break the mold, sort of.
I don't think I brought it, and I think I was in the middle of something where I didn't end up saving it. But remember how we were talking in an earlier episode about how like the pyramids were built, and we were talking about the Coral Castle, and like how they lifted these huge, just gigantic, heavy stones and like fitted them, not only cut them so perfectly, but didn't have any of these advanced tools and this and that. So I stumbled upon this, and I'm just going to talk about it because I don't know if I have it stashed or not. And if I do, I will bring it for like next episode. But I'm pretty sure I didn't send it with these clips. But I saw straight up demonstrations of frequency manipulation where they had huge like rocks and boulders and like stacked rocks and stuff, literally like going from shaking to full-on levitating to levitating and spinning. Ooh. And showing how they could
strong
cut
ass
stone,
magnets.
Yeah. Showing how they could cut stone with frequency vibrations.
Oh, nice.
Really?
Precision.
Dude, you need to find that. I want to see that.
Nice.
And it blew my mind, and it pains me if I didn't save it. It might be in my links folder, but
you're fired.
I wanted to touch on it because I felt like it kind of dealt a little bit with this story about how they were talking about how the ceiling did not touch the walls.
Yeah,
like it was like levitating.
I am 100% convinced that they did build the pyramids with frequencies.
Yeah.
They had to have. I mean, what I wonder is how
right?
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
if they're using frequencies, they need some sort of a tool or like mechanism.
Right.
Where's the mechanism, right? Like, where are the tools?
Right. I just want to be a fly on the wall back then and time travel and do that. I don't want to time travel and like be a person. I just want to be a fly on the wall.
Yeah.
But think about this though. You know, like those monks had those bowls and stuff.
Yeah.
And they had like the bells. Think about like if they had like a.
Oh yeah, for
Like
sure.
a giant what?
Like a giant like one of those bowls that they roll around, or like they made something like that, or like made like a specific home, or they had like some certain type of like bell that could ring.
Ooh, that makes
like,
sense though.
You know what I mean? Like they could gong it, and it's like.
Damn, you know, they were so high tech and advanced back in the day with all the technology they had, but the one thing they were always lacking, clothes and shit. Like, dude, man, you know, they ain't fly. You know, I just this shit right there. We're all just like scruffy looking and like.
They were building civilization, though. I mean, they had more important things to worry about than drip.
Yeah, well, maybe they evolved to those like loincloths and stuff. They started out with a bunch of clothes, and they're like, "Why do we need so many clothes? It's hot over here."
It's fucking Egypt, man. It's fucking hot, man.
Yeah.
But let's not fuck around, dude. The Egyptians had some bomb ass jewelry.
Oh yeah.
Sort of the Navajos and stuff. Have you
Yeah.
ever seen some like the necklaces and stuff that they wear, like ceremonial necklace? They had, as far as jewelry went, they
Absolutely.
had it lit. But
I could.
yeah, the clothing aspect was a little weird. Wearing a loincloth and some fucking gold chains is weird.
Well, with some hot ass chick in a little skimpy loincloth. Maybe it's like, well, the women have to wear this, but
Never ruined my day, but
Absolutely. All right, let's see. What do we got here?
TAZL brought that video of that crazy ass orb.
Yep.
Moving around and dodging missiles.
Oh yeah.
And that's moving a lot faster than this shit is.
Yep.
So look what happens.
Yes, let's go.
Engage. Legs tight, deep breath. You're on top, breathe. 1, 2, breathe. Drop the shoulders, breathe. 1, 2.
I'm getting anxiety
Breathe.
just watching
Squeeze
it.
your legs, squeeze your butt. Hey, squeeze, keep squeezing, keep squeezing, keep squeezing.
And he's out.
Oh yeah.
Under the glottis. Under the glottis, hold your air.
That dude just blasted the biggest line of his life.
Dude, yeah.
Never accelerating. Continue the straining.
Is he gonna hold it? Is he gonna hold it?
Relax your breathing. Keep your muscles tight. Okay, try to trap the air under the glottis by just using the word hook without...
One.
Holy shit. Have you seen the one where they show these clips and then they go to the 94-year-old veteran that goes up in the fighter jet?
Just gonna say that.
Gangster,
I swear
dude.
to you. I was just gonna say it.
Speaking of this shit, like doing like tests and shit like this, do you guys? It reminds me of there's the quietest room on earth. The scientists made this room that if you can sit in there for 1 hour, you get $5 million or some shit.
It's impossible.
You
can hear everything.
You hear your heart pumping and everybody. I think the longest anybody made it was 58 minutes almost. People go like insane.
I was thinking like 15, dude.
Yeah.
No, dude. Like I guess you hear
Why
your
won't
blood
you just
flowing
push through it, man? Like, I guess they probably don't tell you the time. They probably just like, you're in here. We're not gonna tell you the time. See if you can do it.
Do you guys think you could do it?
No, I'd go nuts.
You guys out there,
Dude,
do
my
you think you
pulse
could
feels
do it?
weird. I start tripping out and think I got AIDS or something.
Right. I got cancer. It's definitely
Google
cancer.
search and stuff.
I just
Check
think
your time in it.
I think like that's if we could ever, I would like us to go and try.
Dude.
Oh man.
I mean, I'll try it.
Wouldn't
But
it be
I'll
fucking
freak
cool?
out in like 5 minutes.
Time would never move so slow. I bet it would
It'd be
be
cool content. It'd
Yeah.
be cool to say, hey, we tried that shit, and
I would literally like I couldn't even sit. I'd have to like lay on the floor and just be like,
I'd be like,
meditate the fuck out of
You'd be
myself.
trying to meditate, but like your heart beating, like you're like anything.
You're just the
your hair grow.
Yeah, dude.
And you think like an hour for $5 million? I can fucking do that. Fuck yeah, dude, I'll fucking hell yeah, 1 hour, $5 million, dude.
Well, now here's the catch.
But like,
what if you get there
if you
and
can't? I want to experience. I want to feel why that is, because that don't make any fucking sense to me at all.
Now here's the kicker. Would you do it if we get there and we're like, well, yeah, we're here for the $5 million test, and they're like, that's just a myth. Do you want to go in or not? Would you go in for no money?
Fuck yeah. Like I said, I just want to experience it, dude, and see what the whole vibe's all about.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, guys, we should set up a float like field trip soon. I want to go do that again.
Okay.
I think we should all go and do it.
Sensory deprivation tank?
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember we talked about it like last episode? I want to do that. I want to do that again. That was when I walked out of there, I can honestly say like that was like the most calming feeling I have had that I can ever remember. I think like I felt so. It does something to you.
So have you ever done well, there's that, and I've heard about those from like Joe Rogan and shit. Have you ever heard of a harmonic egg? It's this thing. Yeah, it's this harmonic egg, and it's in West Bend.
Explain this to me a little more.
It's a chamber. You go in, you sit in a chair, and you lean back, and it's only enough room for one person. It's this echo sort of sound dampening. It keeps all the sound out, and then it's got 2 speakers, and it like the reverb and stuff. It just like it lets you really get into like a trance. And I did it once. My friend bought me like a pass.
Where?
You go in, it's
Where?
West Bend, I think. West Bend. It's in town, or Oconomowoc. It's about
I'm
45
marking
minutes
this down
away.
for a field trip.
Yeah.
Let's do that too.
Yeah, it's really interesting. You go in there, and just like you said, when you walk out of there, it's a temporary feeling, but it clears your fucking brain of all the noise and shit, all the clutter and everything.
And you know, it was like my first time trying. I didn't know what to expect, what I was looking for, which is why, like, when I think back to it and how I felt when I walk out now, I feel like it's gonna be even a way more better experience. What do you guys talk about breathing techniques to do? Because when you go on one of those, take Benny, right?
Holotropic breathing techniques where you can.
We got to study up on that a little bit before we go.
Right. If you do it, you can just be sitting here.
I want to fucking astral project when I'm in that motherfucker, dude. I want to go to a different dimension.
That's the bringing a whippet.
Oh wow, wow, wow!
He's got a big can of Galaxy gas, and he's it's like, I'm going with peach flavor today.
Let's roll.
Isaac Asimov contributed the introduction to the book, and this is what he has to say. Once, and only once, in known history, was there a clear and documented event that looked as though a large meteorite had fallen on Earth. It took place only 7 decades ago in 1908 in Siberia. It was an amazing fall. On the one hand, it did enormous damage, for it fell in a forest and knocked down every tree for scores of miles. As we now know, something along the lines of 80 million trees, old growth, taiga trees, big trees, were knocked down.
Sounds more like a...
But if a meteor hit, wouldn't it just be a big fucking crater?
Wouldn't it be
Yeah, that's why they think it was
antimatter. It was documented, or they just assumed it was a
antimatter.
fucking meteor?
It's
Antimatter.
I think so.
What the fuck is? I mean, a big patch.
Nothing.
Antimatter just came.
I think so. I'm gonna have to do more research on that one, but I've heard there's a few theories thrown around.
Look up the Tesla death ray.
Okay. Tesla death ray, huh? Okay.
Yes, sir.
I can already see with one little clip here.
Yeah. This is a good one. I like this.
No, you
It'll
fucking
ruin your
didn't.
life.
All right, let me see here. Let me make this full screen. All right. They set up a camera, same place for 1 year, and they just took the same picture at the same time of the day, every day of the year. And then this is what happens.
What if the flat earth stuff is AI?
Look at this, though. This is beautiful. This is cool. It's an infinity symbol.
That's dope.
I still don't know what I was watching.
It's the sun, and it makes when you take the picture in the same place, the same time every day. The sun doesn't just move in a circle or whatever. It moves in a.
The sun doesn't move, dude. We do.
Yeah, we move, but yeah, our where it appears in the sky, and the reason that it makes that arc is because the Earth has a faulty axis, and that's why we have seasons. We're moving closer and further from the sun.
Question.
Yeah.
Okay. So, the Earth spinning. We're all going around the sun, right?
Yes.
And supposedly, like,
we're just barreling through the universe.
We're corkscrewing, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you guys believe in that shit?
Yeah.
Okay. So while we're corkscrewing, why the fuck is everything in the same fucking spot every fucking night and day where it's supposed to be? Why is that if we're corkscrewing all over the fucking place, zipping zillions of miles per hour through space? And nothing's gonna move. Are we not gonna be at a different angle at any point in time? I mean,
everything's moving. The sky that we look at right now is different than the sky that they were looking at. Perfect example, the pyramids, right? They're set up in the orientation of Orion's belt.
That's not off by much.
Well, it's different than it is today because Orion's belt in the night sky looks different than it did 4,000 years ago. And we have ways to figure that out because it changes a little bit every year. So we can just roll the tape backwards or forwards. We know what the sky will look like at any given point in time based on what we've observed in the past. And like, it's basically just fast forward or rewind it. We can do that. Like you can get star maps of your birthday, you know, the day you were born, what did the sky look like, and so on. So yeah, but the pyramids,
Really crazy though, is that the moon is moving like, what is it, 2 centimeters or 2 inches away from the Earth?
Yes.
Every single year.
Yeah, exactly. In a billion years, it's going to be way out there for sure.
Once it's out of our gravity, we'll talk.
It's going to be, well, maybe we'll have a new moon by then.
If the moon was real.
Fair point.
Yeah, this is another fucking fear porn tactic they use to keep everybody scared.
Got him. We got the reference. I love this one.
Yeah, dude, I had to play this once I saw it because the fact that this kid even thought of it was like freaking hilarious.
So we're on the funny clips.
Yeah, we're
we're wrapping her up.
Mount Scott Park.
We was downstairs listening to a Will Smith CD, and then out of nowhere it was probably like 20 shots, but they were real quiet. So
all I know is I'm upstairs, I'm listening to my Will Smith CD.
Amazing. That's good.
The best part about it is you know exactly what he was doing because nobody listens to CDs anymore. Like, who has a fucking CD? And like, this dude straight up was like, I'm gonna fucking roll this one. I'm gonna roll with it.
Dope. A couple of funny ones for y'all, just in case you're all stressed out about all the shit we were just talking about. Yeah. Funny clip number 1. Let's do this.
No, David Blaine, no. No.
I'm taping the Street Magic special. You want to see some magic?
No, you made fools out of us last time. No, thank you.
Look, we were just out shopping all day. We just want to go into my apartment and relax. So bye-bye.
Where'd you go shopping?
We went to an outlet store, okay? You wouldn't have heard of it.
It's not trendy yet. Nobody knows about it.
What'd you buy?
I bought a green sweater, if you want to know. Okay,
Ooh,
I
big
bought a
whoop.
green sweater.
Interesting. Are you sure you didn't buy a teddy bear?
Yes, I'm sure I did.
Yeah.
Teddy bear, what the F?
How
did he get it? Where's my sweater?
David Blaine, he bought a green sweater, okay? So you can't just make that disappear, okay? That's like stealing. It's the equivalent of stealing. So where is
I
it?
spent like $48, so you're not being clever at this point, all right? You're being mean. You're being stupid. Where is it?
Look at your effing body right now, Peter.
What the F? How did I was holding things.
Did you feel anything on it?
Thanks, you stretched it out probably. Thank you.
Please,
stretch it out.
Stop
I don't want to wear it right
Please
now.
stop.
I don't even want to wear it yet.
Hey, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking orange soda. Ooh, big
it's
whoop.
his favorite.
You gonna turn it into a teddy bear? I'm holding it.
Orange soda, huh? Hey, what else is orange?
What else is orange? I don't know. Cheez-It? Cheez-It!
What the?
Cheez-It! Fuck! What did what? Cheez-It! 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 Cheez-It!
Nice.
Alright, man. Funny clip number 2.
Camera is this classic.
Free sample?
Yeah, I'm in, but save the sales pitch. I got somewhere important to be.
Sir, don't drink the whole thing, though.
Why? Why?
You were only supposed to drink a small quarter
Why
of that.
would it be portioned that way?
As part of the sales pitch, you didn't listen to my pitch. I was going to explain how only 1/4 of this cup will get you tripping balls like a pig.
Tripping balls? What is this
It's
stuff?
straight LSD, and you just took 4 servings, my guy.
Isn't that like illegal?
It's super illegal. You just broke the law. I was going to have you sign a waiver.
I have the most important business meeting of my life in 20 minutes.
No, I would skip that meeting.
You would skip that meeting?
I would skip that meeting, man.
You think I skip it?
I would skip that
I
meeting.
can't
You gotta
skip
tie
it.
yourself down. You're gonna meet God in like 5
How do I tie myself down?
Very tightly.
Tight. How do I tie myself down?
Tight. Very tightly.
How do I know when I start tripping like a pig?
How do I know when I
start tripping like a pig? How do I know when I start tripping like this? It's probably happening right now. Dude, it's probably happening right now.
Dude, it's probably happening
right
now.
This very second. It's happening right now. It's happening right now.
Would you like that?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, man.
Nobody can end up taking anything like for fun these days. Easy, call the police, tell them he was drunk. Really? It's just, what the fuck?
Let's get retarded. Let's get retarded. Look. Put your hand in the air and try to break your wrist. Then across your chest and try to bite your ear. And go
One more. Listen to the second verse. Go ahead. One more.
Let's get retarded. Let's get retarded. Look. Put your hand in the air and try to break your wrist. Then across your chest and try to bite your ear. And go
I'm trying to bite your ear. Oh, man.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's good.
What do you got, Chambers?
Well, please hit the like, subscribe, share with your friends. Every link that we've played on this we'll have in the description, so you can go send them some love too. But we're wrapping up episode 17, and like we said earlier, once we hit 100 subs, we're gonna share personal stories for that episode. So if you want to hear a little bit about some crazy things that happened to us, subscribe.
Thank you so much for everybody that has been following us, supporting us all the way up until this point. We're gaining traction, momentum. Yeah, we appreciate it. We love you guys. And we're hitting, I think we're at like 85, 86 subs. We got another, what, 12, 13, 14? I can't count. 15 left to go. So, Benny, you got anything?
No, thanks for tuning in.
Appreciate it.
We love y'all. Later.
Conversation unknown. Crowd of people gather. But you know what I mean. That voice has been silenced and begs to scream. Get up. Remember what it felt like. Is there mercy for the man who knows only his ambition? Whose dream has become his nightmare? Is there mercy for those who strive so hard they forgot why? Why? There is no mercy. Never mind. We never mind. We turn our heads around.